Memories. Nintendo 64, probably Nintendo's best console. Up there were SNES, GameCube, Wii, and Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo 64 was released in 1996, during the same time of the premiere of Dexter's Laboratory, Blue's Clues, the re-election of Bill Clinton, and the arrest and capture of the Unabomber. To most gamers, and me, this console was the start of our love for Nintendo and their games. Games that include Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, GoldenEye 007, Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Super Smash Bros, and Glover. I wonder if people know what the fuck I'm talking about when I talk about Glover. Basically, the Nintendo 64 is the console that we remember for having historical and game-changing features of its time. The thing I want to talk about today is about a game for the Nintendo 64. More specifically, Pokemon Stadium and how it kickstarted my love for Pokemon. My love for Pokemon started when I started playing Pokemon Stadium. Because Pokemon Stadium was my first exposure to a Pokemon game, I didn't get to experience Pokemon Red or Blue or any of the Game Boy games. Pokemon Stadium was released on 1999 on the Nintendo 64. I don't know how old I was when I played this game, but I knew it was part of my childhood. One thing I clearly remember doing is blowing on the cartridge when the game didn't want to start and hoping to God the game will work after the 5th time, and hearing all the too familiar sound. Alright, let's talk about gameplay. The main things I mostly played was Free Battle and minigames. Free Battle was an arena where you can fight your friends or computers in a Pokemon battle. At the time I didn't have a Game Boy, so most of my battles were using rented Pokemon. You motherfucker. At the time I didn't have a Game Boy, so most battles were using rented Pokemon. At the time, the 3D graphics were amazing, and really gave life to the Pokemon, from their idle animations, to their attack animations, and even to the animations when they get hit or even fainting. In past Pokemon games, the Pokemon are just 2D sprites with a monotone cry when they appear, but in this game they add characteristics and movement to the Pokemon. I think the main reason Gengar is my favorite Pokemon is because of his idle animation. It's him doing a little shuffle. Oh, wait a minute, how can I forget about the announcer? The announcer was one of the highlights of battle. The announcer will commentate over your battle, mostly describing what's going on, and giving comments over moves.
What's the point of splashing? Right, that's sir! Why? Take it down with one hit! Why? It exploded! Major damage!
The one thing I remember is when he directly talks to you when you're not playing.
The trainer hasn't issued an order. What's the matter, trainer?
I can only imagine if your daily life was narrated by this announcer. Next, the minigames. The minigames were another part of the game I fondly remember. They consisted of 9 minigames, which included Magikarp Splash. You're competing on how many splashes you can do in a certain amount of time. One thing I will say about these minigames is that if you're playing with other people, these minigames become the battle of wits. Clefairy says. It basically tests your memory on the inputs on the board. It goes from easy to a little challenging to being a torture method using Guantanamo Bay. Run Rattata Run. You tap on the A button to run and avoid obstacles to get a first place. Snore War. What the fuck? Tap A when the pendulum passes the middle needle and you win by not going to sleep. Thundering Dynamo. You mash the button that shows up on the indicator and to win. Sushi Go Around. Personally, one of my favorite minigames in which you're a licky tongue trying to eat the most expensive food to win. The music and the guy in the background yelling God knows what makes it more entertaining. Ekans Hoop Hurl. My least favorite minigame, and where you hurl Ekans to Diglett to get points. The reason I didn't like it is because the joystick and the controller didn't accurately get my shots right. Rock Harden. It's basically a rhythm game where you harden to avoid rocks. Dig, dig, dig. Your Sandshrews dig to hit water by smashing the L and R buttons, and first to hit water wins. I just realized Sandshrew is a ground type, which means water is his weakness. Like, wouldn't the water just kill him? The minigames were a good alternative from the Pokemon battles because you didn't have to know the mechanics of the game to enjoy it. But if you want something challenging, then there's Stadium and Gym Leader Castle. Stadium is where you fight trainers in the specific rule set, in which includes Pika Cup, in which you battle with low level Pokemon, Petite Cup, in which you battle with low level cute Pokemon, Prime Cup just has no rules, and Poke Cup, which is the official Pokemon League. Pika and Petite Cup are pretty easy to beat, but Prime and Poke Cup are the real deal on challenge, just like the Gym Leader Castle. The Gym Leader Castle are just gym and Elite Four battles like in the original game. If you don't have imported Pokemon, the Elite Four will challenge your mentality and hoping your move land. And the fucking dragon there that doesn't stop using Bind. If you don't know, the move Bind basically does damage over time, but in Pokemon Stadium, it cancels your turn and basically chips down your Pokemon health bar. I remember getting all the Pokemon Cups but not being the Elite Four or the champion because I just gave up. That's what I mostly played in my childhood because I wasn't a completionist like I am now. But this game will forever be in my memories for being one of my favorite Pokemon games, right next to Pokemon Pearl and Pokemon Soul Silver, which are the games that brought me back into Pokemon. Even though I played this series enough to learn about EV training, the type matchup, which Pokemon are low tier or uber tier, and practically play every game in the series besides Pokemon Black and White 2. I don't play much Pokemon nowadays because I'm losing interest in it. The most recent game I played was Pokemon Sword. The game was entertaining until you were done with the storyline, and I didn't bother to get the DLC because it seemed shitty to include more content that you had to pay for in a $60 game, but that's just me. I'm starting to see Pokemon in a similar way as Call of Duty, coming out with new games every year, the games being mediocre and probably never getting the same feeling of the old games that made the series special. You could say each Pokemon game is the same, but each game has new Pokemon, new mechanics to make the experience different from others. I feel like the last good Pokemon game in my opinion was Pokemon X and Y because it introduced Mega Evolutions, and after that each Pokemon game had to have a new mechanic attached to it. The only game I'm looking forward to is the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remix and the Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I hope it gives me a new experience in a Pokemon game. As much as I bash the series, I still love it and still fondly remember each game. I made this video because I wanted to revisit an old game that is a part of my childhood and remind me of why I like Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you agree or disagree with what I said, write in the comments. I would like to see your feedback about this, and I hope you have a good one.